I hope I don't let this go to my head. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Random Distractions random review. And this one is going to be on the Emotiva Big Ego Plus. So back when I ordered my Emotiva Basics A5 amplifier, I got some Emobucks around $119. And at the time I used it to buy the RCA cables that I needed to hook up my amp to my receiver, but I couldn't find anything else. I actually received an email from Emotiva saying, hey, you know, these are about to expire, you may want to use them up, but I didn't know, what to do with them. Luckily, I'm part of an Emotiva Facebook group, and I actually saw a post from someone that used their Emobucks to buy a Big Ego Plus, and so I went to check it out. I checked it out and it was $79, and I had around $74 left, so I figured why not. During work I listen to music at my desk, but that's through my computer speakers, which are the Yamaha NX-50s, and I also have a subwoofer, a Polk PSW10. Every now and then I do need to switch over to headphones, which the Yamaha speakers do offer a headphone jack. My headphones are the Status Audio CB1s. They're nothing super fancy, but they work really well. And I say all that because I was never really interested in a headphone jack. I don't really listen to my headphones that often. And so it'll be kind of interesting to see if I notice a difference by using this headphone jack. First though, we have to unbox it. So in the package that I received, they also included some stickers, so there's that one. And then this is a bigger one. I don't know exactly where I would put these, but we'll see. And then of course the box. And packaging wise, it sounds a little loose, so it'll help me to see how it looks like in here. Alright, and that's what's inside. Looks like it's just some paperwork and then a couple of boxes in here. And the first side, it looks like that includes some cables. Not exactly sure what those are for, which is on this side here. And then this must be the DAC, I'm assuming. It's actually kind of big and feels really good in your hand, to be honest. As far as connection goes, so there's the headphone jack and then the couple of buttons for the output select and filter select. And then on this side, that one has the digital out, the USB in, and the line out. So now I'm going to hook it up and I'll compare it to what my headphones sound like when I hook them up to my speakers directly, and then I'll try out with the USB DAC and see if I notice a difference. So I'll try that out and be right back. Okay, so I had a chance to listen to it. So what I did was I would hook up my headphones to the speakers, listen to a song, and then switch over to the Emotiva. And I did it for a couple of different songs, both on Spotify, and I also had some FLAC files that I tried it on as well. And did I notice a difference? Yep, I sure did. One of the biggest differences is I didn't realize just how noisy connecting to the speakers was on my headphones. Before I would kind of hear it, and then once whatever I was listening to would start up, it would, pretty much go away, or I wouldn't notice it. But when I hooked it up to the Emotiva, it's like completely silent. So that was one of the biggest differences for sure. As for the sound, when I would have the headphones hooked up to the speakers, the sound was really clear. Everything was coming through, but actually almost to the point of being a little bit bright. Bass was also there, but it was never anything that I was really impressed by. Switching over to the Emotiva, the clarity was still there, but it seemed to be a lot fuller and have a little more weight to it. And also the extreme brightness was toned down a little bit. Bass was the biggest difference, especially on the default filter setting of HP. The other filter settings also had really good bass compared to connecting just to the speakers, but to be honest, I couldn't really differentiate much of a difference between the F1, F2, and F3. I tried to see if the manual actually mentioned what those filter settings do, and it's actually not very big manual, but besides just saying that yes, you can switch to different settings, it didn't mention what they actually do. So if anybody watching this video knows what they do, feel free to leave that in the comments so that I will know, and hopefully other people will know as well. As far as which setting I'm going to stick to, I think it'll be the F1, because even though the HP one does provide the biggest bass boost, it actually felt a little bit too strong in some songs, whereas F1 was actually a lot better sounding overall. Hooking it up to my Windows 10 PC was just as easy as plugging in the cable that they send with it on the front there, and then plugging this into a USB jack. I did also update the playback sample rate on my Windows settings to as high as possible while still allowing Spotify to play back. This ended up being 24-bit 192 kilohertz. Now, I don't think that Spotify is actually playing back at that bit rate, but just in case if I want to listen to something else, or if I play a game or something, then I want to take advantage of the higher sample rates. But I listen to Spotify pretty much every day, so I want to make sure that that still works. Overall, I'm really impressed with this device that I didn't think I needed. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to leave those in the comments and I'll try to answer them for you. The one thing that I am wondering is that because it does have a line out and an optical out, I wonder how this would sound if I hooked it up to my Anthem. Maybe something to try later. That's all I have for this video. Would definitely appreciate a like, of course, on this one, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next one drops. And until then, I hope you have a good one.